In the last 4 sessions, Brent crude has made 2 attempts to consolidate above $90 per barrel. The second attempt was also unsuccessful, although the bullish momentum was rather strong. The market is lacking additional drivers to hit new highs. Besides, the US dollar started an upward correction on Thursday ahead of the jobs report in the US. Oil traders are still digesting the results of the OPEC Plus meeting from yesterday. The members of the grouping confirmed the plan to ramp up oil production by 400,000 barrels per day starting this spring. The next meeting will take place on March 2nd. Despite the rise in output, the initial reaction of the market was positive. The rally could have been caused by a relief, as market participants might have expected a larger increase in production volumes. Since the actions of OPEC Plus were not aggressive and the alliance members see the current oil prices as normal, investors cheered. However, the uptrend did not last for long. After a rapid jump, oil closed the session on Wednesday with losses that are still visible today. Despite a short-term slowdown, bulls still aim for the level of $90 per barrel. Oil has been trying to settle there since 2014. Speaking about the current trend, Brent has started a flat movement near the high of the current ascending channel, despite its overbought status. After several attempts to test a new peak, the price developed a short correction, which later turned into a flat channel between $88.30 and $91.50 per barrel. There is still high speculative activity around the asset. That is why it's better to wait and enter the market only when the quote settles beyond any of the channel boundaries on the 4-hour time frame. In the meantime, the ruble is weakening against its rival. The dollar-ruble pair has slowed down the pace of decline near the support area between 75.80 and 76.20, where the volume of short positions decreased. This resulted in a slight pullback. The first signal to buy the greenback will appear as soon as the price consolidates above the level of 76.65 rubles per dollar. Most likely the quote will end up at the 77 mark. The next buy signal will be formed when the pair holds above 77.25 rubles per dollar. In a different scenario, the pair may be trading sideways instead of recovering, which may finally lead to a prolonged downward cycle. Consolidation below 75.50 will serve as a sell signal. At the moment, the geopolitical factor is definitely the main driver for the Russian currency. Markets always react to the statements made by Russia and its Western opponents, yet the ruble has many other factors that weigh on it. Meanwhile, global markets are again pessimistic about the pace of the US economic recovery. What's more, the world's central banks, led by the US Federal Reserve, embarked on the path of fighting inflation by means of tightening their monetary policy. This factor is closely watched by investors as the European Central Bank and the Bank of England will announce their decisions today. On Thursday morning, gold depreciated slightly in the course of the correction. Yesterday, the precious metal rose by 0.5%, supported by a weaker US dollar after the downbeat data from the US. The price returned above the key level of $1,805 per troy ounce, but faced strong resistance and the lack of additional drivers. Fundamental factors are the main support for gold, as it is traditionally viewed as a safe haven asset. At the moment, the news background is quiet, but gold is unlikely to fall below the level of $1,800 since this price seems reasonable at the moment. There is a risk of a sideways movement for gold amid the lack of the new direction. Since the beginning of the week, gold futures have been struggling to recover after a sharp drop. Bulls are facing resistance at the mark of $1,810 per ounce, where we can observe a decrease in the volume of long positions. Consolidation above $1,812 may lead to a further recovery. Otherwise, the price may settle around $1,800 per troy ounce. We hope that our review will help you develop the best strategy for your successful trading. Have a great day and see you back soon.